So right now on the market, most noise-canceling headphones are the ones making the most buzz, like the Apple AirPod Pros, the Sony's 1000XM3 in-ear buds, and the Galaxy Bud Plus not having noise canceling, but basically being a big significant upgrade from its predecessor. While all these headphones are making hype, there's one company right now that is making the most splash in the wireless earbuds section, and today's episode I'm going to take a look at possibly not only one of the best in-ear buds that money can buy you, but possibly the best wireless earbuds on the market in 2020. What do I mean by that statement? Find out and watch. So, let's get it going. What is up, everybody? Michael here. Welcome back to another episode of Technoid, and today's episode I'm going to take a look at the Soundcore Liberty 2 Pros. Now, a couple of disclaimers before we start this review. To those of you just joining, I do a tech show. Usually I branch out and do headphone reviews on rare occasions, mostly often. So if this is your first time joining, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe for more content. And secondly, this is going to be a long episode. I'm not going to try to bore you guys, but if you're looking for something particular in this review, I will leave some timestamps at the bottom of the video that you can get to your favorite part should you need to just skip ahead and find out what you're looking for. And lastly, these headphones were bought by me. I paid it with my own money. But however, Soundcore was kind enough to send me an extra promotion code, which helped knock off a few extra dollars. So right now, the headphones retail for $150. They are currently on sale for $129. The promo code added an extra few dollars off, bringing it down to $100. So I would like to say thank you to Soundcore for providing the generous promotional code. It was not sent to me personally, but it was available for limited time use, so I still want to thank you because they did send it via email, so thank you. Now, like all my headphone reviews, I break these down into each category from unboxing, design, everything you need to know. So without further ado, let's get this going. Now, with all my headphone reviews, the first thing I always do is an unboxing. I always believe it's important to take a look at what you get when you're paying so much money. And considering these are $150, about the same normal as you would pay for something like Galaxy Bud Pluses, maybe even cheaper AirPods, it's important to see what you get in the box. And in the box this time around, it is much better than what you get out there versus the competition. So inside the box, you have your headphones, also the charging case. We'll discuss more about that after. At the bottom of the box, you have your booklets, instruction manuals, whatever you need to know. You also have your USB-C cable provided by Anker, because Soundcore and Anker are two of the same company. Anker owns, you get the point. And at the bottom, you get your wingtips and earphone tips. Now, the ear tips are very, very customizable. They have a wide range of different fits, and the wingtips are awesome. So that's a good plus that Soundcore is providing a lot of value for your money. Now, taking a look at the headphones themselves have a very big, chalky kind of design. It's not mostly common for these kind of headphones to have this design, but I will say, despite it being so big at first, it does fit nicely into your ears, nice and snug with the right fit, and also it is somewhat flushed. Similar to the Galaxy Bud Plus, but not too deep into your ear, but it's nice and flush so where you can take a shirt on or off, or you can do anything you want with it. So taking a look at it from first glance, it is a little big, but it honestly makes up for it with the performance. Now, let's take a deeper dive. So the headphones themselves have a very, very cool design on the inside, and we're gonna break down that design for you guys. So Soundcore is promoting this Astria coaxial acoustic architecture. Now, to non-tech people, what in the world is that? You're probably saying to yourself, what did you just say? Well, let me break it down. So most typical headphones have usually either one driver, two drivers, or two different drivers stacked on top of each other or side by side to help make a better sound quality for headphones. Most commonly, headphones use either one driver that produces everything, which is usually a dynamic driver which would produce your low, mids, and highs. With the recent Galaxy Bud Pluses, they use now woofer and tweeters. This headphone, on the other hand, is using a whole brand new system that was designed by Soundcore and customized by them to give you the best performance that you can listen to on an earbud. So, inside of the headphones themselves, they have 4 microphones, 2 on each earbud. And the main drivers are the armature driver, which is a customizable coaxial design that is designed to shoot right through the port, And on the bottom, you have an 11mm dynamic driver. This driver is designed only to produce the low end. It does not add any extra music or anything. That purpose is left up to the armature driver to produce your mids and highs and vocals and treble. Now, when these two are put together, they create what they call a soundstage and rich, detailed music listening experience. I'll explain that later in my sound quality review. But that is the basics of what these headphones are claiming. That's why they have the word Pro. So, pretty simple. Now, also included with the earbuds is the charging case, of course. Now, Soundcore's charging case is a little bit bigger than I was thinking, but not too big to the point to say that it's not something you could carry around. It feels nice in the hand. It has very good battery on it. I will break down the battery in just a second. And honestly, when you're with Anker, you know you're gonna get the best charging, you're gonna get the best battery life, everything. So the earbud have 8 hours total, and the charging case have 24 for a total of 32 hours of playback time. Now, if you charge them up for 10 minutes in the charging case, you can get 2 hours of listening, and they charge either by USB-C, which is a nice positive, and wireless charging. So you have the option of 2. Now, for spec-wise, the headphones are rocking Bluetooth 5.0, which are very good for typical in-ear Bluetooth headphones, but the main also thing most people were curious is its IP rating. The headphones are IPX4 rated, so they are sweat-proof, but I wouldn't say they're fully waterproof. I've heard a lot of rumors about people saying that if you submerge them or you're in a rainstorm, you gotta be careful. But it's good to know if you do wanna work out with them, you can use them with an IPX4 rating, so you have nothing to worry about. Now, taking a look at the control features on the headphones themselves, instead of being a digital touch on the front of the buds, they have an actual button, which is another positive. Instead of it being physical gestures, you press the button and you have your playback, your control, and functions and everything. One punch of the button will give you the play. If you double tap it, you can customize it to do next, previous, volume up or down, and if you hold it, you can also do the same thing, customize, but also summon your assistants. Now, I do feel that it is a little bit of a give and take because I usually like headphones that have it programmed right away. You don't have to compromise on one over the other. But honestly, I have had no issue with this whatsoever. I've been comfortable with them, and I just like that you can have a physical button to press when it comes to pretty much you're changing your music or pausing your music. Next thing, audio support and latency. Now, everybody always asks me, what are the latency? Why don't you never talk about it? Well, I never really thought it was a big thing to talk about, but now, as you've requested, I've given you this. Now, I've used these headphones for over a week, and I can proudly say that I have experienced 0 to none latency, and that is very, very impressive for these headphones. But it's mostly due to the fact that these headphones do support Qualcomm aptX. What that does is it gives you high quality audio with little to none latency, provided that you use an Android device or even an iOS device. Now, for those of you asking, yes, I have used these on an iOS device, and I can also say there was no latency. And firmware updates also help to build on that more and more, but we will get to that part in just a second. Now comes the microphone test. So these headphones have 4 microphones, 2 on each side, and they use CVC microphone quality to help reduce the noise in the background. So here is a microphone audio sample for your listening pleasures.
This is a microphone test of the new Soundcore Liberty 2 Pros. Comment your thoughts down below. Let me know, what do you think of the quality?
Now we get to the main one, sound quality. Now, everybody has their different preference of sound quality. This is my personal opinion, so if you have them and you think something different, that is your opinion, but this is my experience with the sound quality. So there are 2 categories for this, out of the box and app support. We're gonna focus on out of the box first, and then we'll segue into the app. Now, out of the box, when you sync up these headphones and put them in your ears and use them, at first stage, without even touching any EQs or anything, the sound quality is unbelievable. I honestly thought, when I picked these things up, my expectations were not really too enthusiastic. I thought, okay, they're gonna be similar to something like the Liberty Air 2s, you know, but this blew me away. The sound quality was phenomenal. The bass was deep, it was punchy, you could feel it, and the mids, the trebles, and your highs were there thanks to that hybrid design. And guys, I gotta say, of all the headphones that I have used, I have never had a headphone where I just truly enjoyed it, even without toggling any EQs or anything. That is how much I loved these headphones. The bass was loud and pronounced. It wasn't overpowering your mids or your treble. It was all blended together. You had enough of everything. And honestly, out of the box, some people may say it's too bass heavy, but we'll segue just in a second. But if you use it out of the box, they sound amazing. That is thanks to that design that Soundcore has talked about numerous times. Now we talk about app support. That is really where these headphones shine. The app is really the gateway to these headphones, making them better than what they are. Now, you must download the Soundcore app if you want to access a lot. But when you download that app, you get a preference of so much. So taking a look at the app itself, you get your battery indicators for the headphones. If you swipe to the left, you also get your playback controls. You can customize, pick which goes where. You can have the choice of what you want to place, everything. And if you swipe to the right, you get to your EQs. And that is a major, major advantage that these headphones have. Not only do they have such a great arrangement of EQ preferences, but you can also use the feature Hear ID, which is very common with Liberty headphones. You put the headphones in your ear, they give you a sound test, and based off of your hearing preference, you will be able to customize a range of sound that you personally will like. And that is another major plus, that you can customize your own sound, you can make your own EQ, and just recently they've updated the app, which adds their Grammy Award winning EQs, where the 12 Grammy Award winners that they have worked with for these headphones make their own preference. Now me personally, I've been back and forth from the Soundcore Signature to the Grammy EQ, but I'm telling you right now, the app is what really turns these headphones from $150 headphones to something like $200 headphones. It is unbelievable. Now, a couple of things before I end the video and I discuss my overall. You can use both earbuds individually with a separate Bluetooth connection. You have to pair each bud individually, but once you do that, you can use the left earbud or the right earbud. It's not where the right earbud powers and the left one shuts off if you put the right one away. No, you can use the earbuds separately. And on the plus side, another benefit that I liked also is you can also sync them to other devices. Now, there is no multi-connection, but once you sync them up, you can connect them to other things, and connection speeds are pretty good, but I hope that Soundcore makes it a little bit more snappier with future firmwares. So overall, on a broad spectrum, what do I think of these headphones? Well, if you had to tell me to pick between this, the AirPod Pros, the Galaxy Bud Pluses, I gotta be honest, guys, I would pick these headphones. These blew my mind at just how innovative and how different they felt. Not just from what the competition is doing, but just how different they are in everything. Soundcore has stepped their game up. They were a music company that just started out. They're growing substantially, and with the help of Anker, they have thrown their hat into the ring of some of the truly best wireless earbuds that money can buy you. The sound quality, I tell you guys, you have to hear it for yourselves. They are phenomenal. There are so many positives here, so I'm gonna list my positives. The sound quality, the EQ app support, the microphone quality is good enough, I will say. Most people were able to hear me. And most of all, the convenience of being able to charge it either by USB-C or wireless charging. My only negatives with the headphones would probably be the design, just a little bit with the wingtips. I feel the wingtip design is a little bit of a and also, my other negative, there is no ambient transparency mode. There was some rumor going around that they were going to feature a transparency mode, but it never really panned out, so I don't know if they're gonna work on that, but there's a rumor saying that they will release it with a firmware, but I feel a transparency mode would make these even better, so it adds more. But honestly, you could live without it. But my main negative with this headphone is its competition. While most headphones have noise cancelers and have things, this headphone's real competition is within its own family, the Liberty Air 2s, a headphone that I have used personally for the past 3 months since I've gotten them. And I gotta tell you guys, that is really its main competitor and something that could affect you if you want to pick these up over the Liberty Air 2s. Now, I'm not going to get into it right now, but I will say this. If you've made it this far into the video, I will leave a link later on because I will be working on a comparison video between the Liberty Air 2s and the Liberty 2 Pros. I will compare both headphones and give you my honest opinion on which one is the better buy. But right now, if you had the $150 and if you're looking for a great pair of wireless earphones, these are the ones to go. Not only did Soundcore knock these out of the park, but they have just innovated in a way that I have never seen a headphone innovate in any way, shape, and form. And that's my opinion on the Soundcore Liberty 2 Pro. Now guys, this is a long video, so I really apologize if it's too much information, but like I said, I will leave the timestamps at the end of the video, and if you watched the whole thing, and if you made it this far, then thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you dislike the video, hit the dislike button. It works as well. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all stay safe, take care everyone, and peace!